This next video, we're going to cover the tools that you need to make money online. And also, some of these tools are going to be optional. So firstly, the 3 tools that I highly recommend that you go out and buy as soon as you possibly can are hosting, a domain name, and a website. Now, you don't actually need to go and buy a website because you can create one for free, but you need a domain name first and you need some hosting, because then you can create a WordPress blog on the back of that domain name. So once you've got hosting, you can then go into your hosting account and create a WordPress blog, a completely free blog, and you can get free themes as well. But you do need a domain name in order to point your domain name at WordPress, or vice versa, whichever way you want to look at it. So you need to connect a WordPress blog to an actual website name, and if you don't have a website name, you can't create a WordPress blog. So you need to do that. But there will be videos where I cover how to do this. It's really easy to do. So hosting, domain name, and a website is what you will need, because anything that you do on the internet, most things that you do, you will need these 3 things. Okay, even if you're just an affiliate, it is always good to have these 3 things in place, because one thing you don't want to do is try to cut corners and think to yourself, well, I'm going to manage for as long as possible without buying a single tool. If you have that mindset, you are never going to learn. By simply going to buy hosting, a domain name, and a website, by simply just learning how to actually build a website on the back of a domain name, I mean, it isn't like it used to be. It's very, very easy. It used to be a lot more technical than it is now. 100 times more technical, trust me. You literally just choose WordPress within your hosting account and point it towards your website, and then you push a few buttons and then you've got a website. You can then log in. It's that simple. I would do that as an absolute basic. Just have those 3 things in place. Even if you're not going to be actively using the website or the domain name or the hosting, it's important for you to just have them, because the more you practice using these areas, the more familiar you're going to become. Because at some stage, when you go to the next step, you will need to know how to build websites, and you're going to need to know your way around your hosting cPanel, your hosting account. Hosting is basically space on the internet that you purchase. So anything that you want to put on the internet, you need hosting to host it somewhere. So you kind of almost need to rent some internet space. That's kind of how it works. Now below are the optional tools that you can buy as you start to progress. Yes, there are more tools than this out there, but these ones are tools that I highly recommend that you buy once you're ready to go to the next level. And when I say next level, I'm talking about if you're ready to build lists, to create products, to create landing pages, squeeze pages, opt-in pages, sales pages, if you want to launch products, if you want to build a YouTube channel. These are all things that you are going to need. Again, I will say it, please do not think that you can go and get all these for free. Do not even go there. One thing I will say is working on the internet is no different to the offline world. You need to purchase things with money, with your money. You need to go and buy things if you want to get the true value of something. If you want something of value which is actually going to help you, you need to go and buy it. If you want to build a house in the offline world, you can't do it for free. Okay, you're going to have to go out there and buy materials, go and buy bricks, cement, timber, screws, nails. You can't build a house for free. It's exactly the same online. Now, there are a few places you can go to get this stuff for free, but generally you get what you pay for. So an autoresponder is definitely an important tool that you need. In fact, that's probably one of the most important tools. A page builder will allow you to create landing pages, squeeze pages, whatever you want to call them. Landing pages and squeeze pages or capture pages, they're all kind of like the same thing. Yeah, people just call them something different. Sales pages as well. You can create all of this within page builders. I'm not going to tell you what I currently use, because at the time of making this video, I know what tools I use, but I don't want to recommend them in case I change in the future. And this video, if I don't mention tools in this video will then be evergreen. And you know, you could be watching this a couple of years from the time I make it and it will still be relevant and up to date if I don't mention tools, the actual tools that I use. So an autoresponder, a page builder of some description, video creation software. So you need some kind of software that you can use to create videos. Yeah. Click tracking software. So whenever you perhaps buy traffic, or if you just want to track your clicks to see how much traffic you get to a particular area, then click tracking software is the way to go. Video effects with commercial rights. Now this is primarily if you are trying to build a YouTube channel. If you're trying to build a YouTube channel, you need to make sure that the music, images, videos, anything you put in the video, like any of the After Effects, you have to make sure you have commercial rights to use those in videos. And there's a certain tool I currently use, and I will put it on this page so you know what it is. But you have certain tools that you need to use if you're interested in building out a really good YouTube channel and making money from it. And the last one is a thumbnail stroke image creator. So again, this is to do with if you want to make videos and create good thumbnails. This is what I do. This is what I use for my YouTube channels. So you need a video creation software, video effects with commercial rights. So you've got the rights to use certain music in your videos, and a thumbnail image creator, because your thumbnail is very important, because that will determine how many people want to click on your video. Your thumbnail is very, very important. So those are some of the tools that I highly recommend that you go and purchase. Hosting, domain name and website. I would go and grab them straight away. Yeah. If you've got any problems, if you've got any questions, then you can either wait until we jump on the next webinar, the next call, and you can ask me on there, or just send me an email, and I will be able to point you in the right direction if you're not sure what sort of website name to buy. So those are the essential ones, and below are optional. There are more tools out there, but these are ones that if you had all of these, I mean, how many tools are there? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9 tools there. If you had all 9 of those tools, you could build a very good, successful internet-based business with just those tools there. You don't need any more. I class some tools as luxury tools, but these tools are ones that you seriously do need. There are other ones out there that will just maybe help you to be a little bit more productive during your working day when you're working online, but these ones are the most important. So that is it for this video. These are the tools you need to work and make money online. So highly recommended you go and grab the essential ones as soon as you can. Any questions, let me know. The ones underneath that are ones that you can grab as you start to make more progress and maybe start to build your income, make more money, and then when you're ready to go on to the next sort of level in your business, go and grab some of the other tools below. So that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next one.